Picture this. The lights dim and a single playing card is shown face up to the audience. 2 flicks of the wrist, a breath held. The card vanishes, but only to reappear seemingly unconstrained in the spectator's pocket. Or better yet, the spectator reaches into her own wallet, pulls out a card that you just made vanish. That's real magic. At least, for a split second, it feels real. On the set of Now You See Me, Now You Don't, the 3rd chapter in the Horsemen saga, the cast, crew, and director Ruben Fleischer leaned into that same visceral moment of disbelief. The hands you see on screen, many of them are doing real sleights. The cameras are set up not to hide the magic, but to invite it. The effect? When you watch the film, you believe you might catch a trick, and then you don't. That moment of almost seeing is where the magic lies. The first film premiered in 2013 and captivated audiences with its storytelling and big twists and turns. A follow-up film was released later in 2016, where star Isla Fisher famously did not return. Coming back felt a little like a family reunion, maybe a dysfunctional family, Fleischer says. Original cast members Jesse Eisenberg, Woody Harrelson, Dave Franco, and Fisher will reprise their roles as the 4 Horsemen. Lizzie Kaplan joined the 2016 sequel, replacing Fisher as a new character and returns for the threequel. Morgan Freeman also returns as their Grand Master Magician. They are all joined by some new faces like Ariana Greenblatt, who plays June, the only woman in the new group of 3 magicians that also includes Justice Smith's Charlie and Dominic Sessa's Bosco. Oscar nominee Rosamund Pike joins the cast as the main antagonist, portraying the wealthy leader of the Vanderburg crime family. How does the franchise pull off some of the magic? To pull off their illusions that could fool a huge audience, the producers of the Now You See Me franchise turned to head magic consultant David Kwong. Kwong previously worked in the DreamWorks animation department and brought his unique skills directly to movie sets. With each film, the directors have refused to give in to heavy CGI usage, so Kwong joined the team from the development phase through the writing and production of each film. We had the idea of all of these heists that we wanted our characters to pull off. I had to fill in the blanks and come up with the engineering and the methods that they would use to do these robberies, says Kwong. Drawing from the long tradition of stage illusion, Kwong stages the film's tricks with the same showman's logic that's made audiences gasp for centuries. That respect for classic methods keeps both the viewers and the on-screen pursuers perpetually off balance. Of course, none of the elaborate heists would land without performers who feel like real magicians, and that's where Kwong's expertise came in. His job as a consultant was to build foolproof props so the actors could focus on performance. And each of the actors, Eisenberg, Harrelson, Franco, and Fisher, practiced heavily to master the hand sleights for real. Fans may have already heard about the Times Square stunt that was part of a one-day marketing campaign for the film, in which lucky fans would receive up to a total of $250,000. Advertisements counting down to the premiere of the first trailer for the film began to pop up online and on jumbo screens in New York's Times Square on April 29th, instructing viewers to text a provided phone number for some magic. Fans who joined in started posting screenshots showing unexpected payments of $119.16, courtesy of The Horsemen, sent straight from the movie's promo team, flooding social media with disbelief. Dozens said the money appeared in their Venmo accounts the moment the countdown ended and the new trailer dropped at noon Pacific time. According to the film's backer, Lionsgate, the stunt was designed to capture the spirit of magic and mischief that the franchise is known for, and get fans excited for the 3rd film after an almost decade-long hiatus. But how does the franchise develop a lot of its magic tricks and illusions outside the hand tricks mentioned earlier? Well, that is all owed back to Kwong, who is the founder of the Misdirectors Guild, a firm that provides advice to films regarding magic. Kwong's role was to help the first film's director, Louis Leterrier, weave authentic principles of magic into the heart of the narrative. His work drew on classic techniques, expert pickpocketing, nimble card manipulation, and other timeless sleights that brought a tactile realism to the film's biggest set pieces. Those touches ended up being some of the movie's most captivating moments, a clear sign that his influence made the illusion truly come alive. But not all the magic tricks that we see in the films are caught on camera. While Now You See Me incorporates genuine sleight-of-hand techniques, much of the franchise's visual spectacle relies on digital wizardry. CGI handled the ambitious, large-scale illusions, like the sequence where stacks of cash vanish inside a sealed steel vault in the first film. VFX supervisor Wayne Brinton described it as the film's most technically demanding shot, requiring intricate compositing layers to make the impossible look seamless. The visual effects team had to build an entirely digital set extension that blended flawlessly with the practical environment, ensuring the magic felt grounded in reality. The Now You See Me films aim to stay rooted in a world that feels believable, yet they still thrive on a sense of heightened reality. A little suspension of disbelief is essential, because once you start dissecting every how and why, the fun quickly disappears. The story operates best when logic takes a backseat to spectacle. Take, for instance, Franco's character Jack Wilder and his staged death, or the film's twist-filled finale, both wildly implausible on paper, yet somehow they fit perfectly within the franchise's playful, larger-than-life world of illusion. While the first film was shot in New Orleans, New York City, and Las Vegas, and the second film was filmed in London, China, and Macau, the third film went to new locations to capture more of the franchise's glamorous universe. Principal photography began in July 2024 in Budapest, Hungary, with additional filming in Europe taking place in Antwerp, Belgium. The production team took advantage of rebates offered by the Abu Dhabi Film Commission, which led them to film at the Louvre Abu Dhabi and Yas Island, with locations including Ferrari World, Yas Marina Circuit, and CLYMB Abu Dhabi. The latter is an indoor adventure hub that features the world's largest indoor skydiving flight chamber, in addition to the region's tallest climbing wall at 42.16 meters. Filming wrapped almost 4 months later on November 18, 2024. With younger magicians joining the cast, the older cast members are excited for their new addition. They bring this great energy. They shake things up in the best possible way, says Fisher. The actors add their own style, humor, and quirky charms that make the film feel fresh, bigger, and more surprising. It also allowed each of the older actors to develop their own deep and special connections and relationships with the younger actors. The new trio formed their on-screen bond outside of camera time by doing a lot of escape rooms while they were filming in Budapest. While the new cast members were intimidated at first to join such an all-star lineup, all three of them say the OG cast were very welcoming and constantly checked in on them, teaching them their inside jokes and games and making sure they felt like they belonged. Eisenberg adds, Justice, Ariana, and Dom have their own distinct personalities and characterizations, but crucially, they know how to be part of an ensemble. It was an absolute joy to work with them on this movie. Besides the Times Square marketing stunt, a group of lucky fans got to be among the first to see the film for free, and it's all thanks to a card trick performed by Eisenberg. A series of mysterious posters advertising a magic show were posted around New York City that read, "See my friend Jesse perform a magic trick, 1 p.m. at Tompkins Square Park, Saturday, October 25th. At this magic show, Eisenberg performed a classic "Is This Your Card" trick and pulled it from a woman's jacket. And then he informed the audience that every single person in attendance who received a playing card from his deck gets to use it as an admission ticket for an early screening of the film. Thanks for joining us behind the scenes. We hope you enjoyed getting a closer look at the behind the scenes of the making of Now You See Me 3, from the new cast members to the Times Square marketing stunt, and how the film captures the essence of its magic stunts and charisma. If you like this kind of content, let us know in the comments. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell so you don't miss what's coming next for Collider Behind the Scenes.